Hello and welcome to a battle featuring Minotaurs. It's going to be a little bit crazy in the very beginning just because we have over 9,000 men to kill. I'll talk a little bit about their lore as we watch them all fight. It's going to be a huge fight for sure. Right now if we go look at our numbers, we have over 200 Minotaurs. They have over 9,000 men. We're going to find out if we can beat them. And that is what over 9,000 men looks like in Total War Warhammer. Now, Minotaurs, as you can see here, are huge bull-headed monstrosities, and they're always hungry for blood and red meat. They especially like human red meat. Now, they usually grow to twice the height of a man. As you can see here, they're very large creatures. And they have broad shoulders. They're able to completely eviscerate their opponents with their horns. And they have cloven hoofed hindquarters too. Now, they're not as intelligent as Beastmen. They're a little bit more simple, but they are incredibly strong. And they make for very powerful warriors too. A very important part of the Beastman faction. And don't worry, over time, the animations will be less of a slideshow, but we can watch intestines and all that fly around. I won't be going into slow motion. We'll just be watching all of them fight. There we go. Here we go. And they have what is called blood greed. If we go look over here at their actual stats over here, we can check that out real quick. If I can just line up right on top of them, it can be a little bit tricky. Blood greed, it'll give more speed and leadership. Now, whenever they see or smell blood, they're gonna go crazy. They're gonna launch themselves into a blood greed. And if you have a Gore bull who's able to summon up a Bray Hurt or just a bunch of war herds with a bellowing call, then they're gonna bring a lot more beastmen with them, and they're gonna keep on fighting until their need for blood is sated. And then eventually they'll go back home and take a nap. They're really and largely nomadic in how they travel around. They travel in their own little tribes, and I would believe that you probably wouldn't want to cross them at all. Let's go zoom out real quick and check it out. But again, here are all of our Minotaurs. I mean, no matter what, we have a lot of powerful creatures, but 9,000 men, well, that is 9,000 men. It's gonna be hard to win. But so far, our Minotaurs are making short work of a lot of them. If I wanted to make it a little bit easier to myself, I probably could have had large armies enabled, and I probably could have had less lords. Having that many lords will always kind of make it a little bit harder for me to win. There we go. But usually whenever there's a war herd or a Bray Hurt, now keep in mind a Bray Hurt is a culmination of several groups of war herds being brought together under maybe a Bray Shaman or a Beast Lord, and sometimes a Gore Bull. They'll go to the weapon pile, add their little ritual, add a herd stone, and they'll begin to pick out giant weapons, and they'll pick them up, and they'll go fight. Now in the game, they do have Minotaurs with shields too. I do like that a lot. I'm glad they added that in. Like for the Black Orcs, I wanted them to have a shield too, or a shield variant, but the Minotaurs do have them, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, over here is where things are getting a little bit tricky. We can just kind of go from their point of view and kind of look at what they're going through right now. They're like, ah, hell, why me? Yeah, well, Minotaur demands blood too, pal. Let's just keep on looking at what we have going on. A very chaotic battle. If I get quiet, it's because I want you to enjoy the battle. I don't need to provide commentary the entire time. Things are beginning to speed up a little bit. I won't lie, I've actually been really impressed with their animations. They're incredibly fun to watch. When I recorded the battle that you're looking at here as a replay, that way I could zoom in the entire time and let all of you watch it, I went, holy hell, that was actually a really cool battle. I really enjoyed it. But if there's any type of variant of battle that you want to see, any type of format, let me know. I've got a few on the way, but again, I'm always open to feedback and what all of you want. Yeah, over here, they're getting really torn up. Oh! Haha, man. You've been gored. Cut a giant hole right through their formation. Now we're over here fighting a lot more of them. It doesn't really get any easier. They've got their Imperial Lords around here waiting for me. Oh man. Go check out the overview again. Yeah, there's a giant swarm over here. Over here, we're beginning to clean them up. Here's where things are beginning to get a little bit cleaner. But if we go look at what's happening, I'm still losing a lot of my Minotaurs. Like, the bounty power is almost in their favor. Look at how quickly their lives are dropping. I mean, I'm dropping here and there, but they're the ones dropping so quickly. Ooh. I love when they jump right into battle. Like, a literal jump in. Nothing better than watching Imperial men flying in the sky. The Beastmen are one of my favorite factions of Warhammer Fantasy, and I find them to be one of the more original factions, and I just find them to be a lot of fun because of how evil and terrible they are. They're not all about their, you know, skulls and spiky bits, man. They're just primal creatures of rage and destruction. They hate everything beautiful about the Empire. It maddens them all. Oh, and you can find my campaigns linked down below, too. One for the Grand Campaign, and one for an eye for an eye. I didn't know if I would like their horde mechanics at all, but actually, they come out to be very good. I really do hope the Chaos faction as a whole is improved upon, because I don't find their horde mechanics as interesting, but the Beastmen ones, oh yeah, they're actually a lot of fun. Just because you can call in your Bray Hurts, which is via that wall mechanic, which I do like. You've got the Dark Moon, which the Dark Moon actually makes all the difference in the world because you do get a lot of positive events. And yeah, there's a trade-off for what you choose, but still, you get a lot of positive stuff for going down that route. And look at that. They still have a lot of men. They rallied over here. They've got their men going, hey, you know what? Maybe we should go fight back. And the Minotaurs are just chomping on through still. But they're giving me a very hard time. Yeah, the Dark Moon Morsliab. It will come like every 7 to 8 turns or whatever, and you'll get a positive event, one of 4, and you can choose one, like to fully replenish your numbers or to sometimes have only plus 10% replenishment, whatever. And it's really great. Because it keeps you on your toes, it keeps you active in the game. Okay, now we pretty much won over here. If we go look at the bodies, it's pretty crazy. We did lose a lot of Minotaurs though. But now we're all charging over here into a different fight, splattering them. You know, it's pretty funny. At the very end, I didn't know who was going to win. I mean, look at the numbers here. They have over 2,000. Oh, right. And here's Khazrak. I was trying to get him to move a lot more, but that was rather hard. Wasn't that easy. Check out that abomination. They did a great job, though. Now, I will say there's probably a lot more variation in how Beastmen look, but that is really it. Yeah, that is called a Razor Gore. It's a bigger version of, you know, that Tusk Gore. They're cousins, and they're just mountains of meat, man. Usually when there's a large Razor Gore found in the forest, a chieftain of a war herd will try to break its will to prove that he has a true right to lead. And I won't lie, the animations of watching him fight in the actual chariot part is incredibly fun to watch. I love that. Get out of my way. He's gotten over 300 kills, nearly 400 kills. Not to mention, they're fighting a Razor Gore. Like that. There's only a few left. They're about to break. But if we go look at my numbers again, 52 left. They have 1,300 left. Yeah, towards the very end when we were all able to group up and flank them, we were doing a lot more damage. I like watching them run. They're like, I'm out of here. The Kazarok had a pretty fun time, huh? We keep flying back. I'm sure there's a few Imperial generals who are causing issues for me. They definitely got their licks in. Oh yeah, over here there should be a general that I've been fighting. Yeah, him. When he goes, I'm sure they'll all go. That won't last for very long. We are getting it done. Ooh. Oh, they got him. They were still fighting their leaders. I mean, I didn't think they would stay that long. Even though they had 9,000 men, I didn't think they would stay after losing a majority of their army. I mean, I did lose a majority too, so maybe they were like, hey, you know what? Maybe if we press on, over 800 of us could actually make a difference here and win the day. Kazrog had a lot of fun. He's got a lot of great buffs for his entire force. So, I mean, he's really great to have on your side. I'm not sure if I enjoy the chariot variant of him or if I enjoy more on foot. I mean, the chariot variant is very cool. I do dig it a lot. Now they're all fleeing. Now we get to chase him for a little bit. But let's go check out the carnage of the battle. Over here is where we lost a lot of Minotaurs. In the middle is where we really began to beat them down. Then we had a huge fight over here. Just the sheer amount of bodies. What a staggering amount. And now, we finally get to push them even further. We lost quite a few here too. But now we get to move over here, chasing even more of them. Until the very end of the battle, which is going to be in just a few moments. They're all breaking finally. Took them a little bit, but they all begin to break. Wait until we actually get the victory in. And there we go. A pirate victory. Alright, we lost 179 of our Minotaurs. They lost, oh, so much more. I mean, if we look at the kills here, one group got over 500 kills. A lot of them got over 400 kills or 300 kills. And pretty close to Kazark alone got over 400 kills. Anyway, that will end one more massive battle. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and sub. And as always, until then.